Hi everyone, welcome back to Stamp with Anna, and today I'm going to show you the second card we made at class, which was Fun Folds with Retiring Product. And this is a very simple Fun Fold card. The retiring products that I'm using on this card is this Vertical Greeting stamp set. This, I have to say, is absolutely one of my favorites. I use it so often, and there's just so many things you can do with it. I will really miss this one when it retires. Then I am going to use the retiring 1719 in color of lemon lime twist. I always say key lime. And then from the package of the 1719 in color Stampin' Write markers, I'm going to use Tranquil Tide, lemon lime twist, and berry burst. And then I have a bow made out of the berry burst cotton ribbon. And this card is truly very, very simple. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a piece of the lemon lime twist. I've already done my scoring, but I'm going to just show it to you anyway. This is 8.5 by 5.5, and we're going to score it at 4 1/4, which is going to make a standard A2 card. And then on the end here, we're going to come in and score it at 1 1/2. Okay, so now we have our score lines. And the way this card comes together, this is the back panel, this is the front, and this little piece here is just going to come right over. And that is a fun little fold. So what we're going to do first is do our stamping. I have 2 pieces of Whisper White cardstock, and each one of these is 1 1/4 by 5 1/4. So on one of them, we're going to stamp thank you. Now, I used the thank you on this stamp set, but any one of these, just because I love you, for you, congrats, and happy birthday, would fit perfectly in the same spot, as would either of these other 2 topiaries in the spot where I have my topiary. I just used this one here because I thought it filled up the space nice. So I have my stamp. I'm going to ink it up with lemon lime twist, and I'm going to center this straight down, straight up, and I'm going to put that aside. Now I have my topiary that is all mounted, and I'm going to bring in excuse me, my markers, and I'm going to color the topiary in this berry burst, which I absolutely love. And I'm just going to take my marker, thick side of the marker. On your markers, you'll see you have a thick line and a thin line. I'm using the thick side, and I'm going to color that all in. The stem of my topiary is going to be Tranquil Tide, again using the thick side. And the pot that my topiary is going to be in lemon lime twist, and again using the thick side. Now everything is all colored, but it's been a few minutes, or a minute or so, since I started to color this up. So I want to reactivate my stamps, my markers. So I'm just going to give this a huff, and I'm going to come in, center this in, straight down, straight up, and there's my beautiful tree. Now you'll see in the foliage part here, because of the pressure that I put on my marker, which I didn't do anything on purpose, I just colored it, but some of it obviously got more ink than the others, so I have this nice variegated look on that. So now I'm going to bring in 2 pieces of berry burst, and these are cut at 1 3/8 by 5 3/8. So there's a very, very thin border on those. And you know me, if you follow me, you know I love tiny borders. So I'm going to just lay this down with a very thin border. There's one, and I'm going to do the same with my thank you. And now I'm going to put these onto my card. So again, I'm going to put some adhesive on the back. And before I attach it, I'm going to attach this flap down on my card. So I'm just putting adhesive on the back side of that flap, and I'm pressing it down. Now I'm going to take the one that has the topiary, and I'm going to center that within that little flap. My fingers don't work. It's raining today, and I have a little bit of arthritis in my hand, so every time it rains, my hand gets a little stiff. Okay, so there we go. And I'm going to do the same thing with this one, and I want to make sure that I line the top of this berry burst up with the top of the topiary berry burst so that the card looks seamless. There we go. Perfect. The last thing I'm going to do with a glue dot is I'm going to attach my bow. And I'm going to put that right here to fill up that little space right there. There we go. How sweet is that? And how quick was that? I think cutting the paper actually took longer time. Oops, I forgot one thing. I'm going to take this other piece of Whisper White. This is cut at 2.5 by 5 3/8. And I'm going to attach that to the inside. And again, I'm going to line up the top of the white with the top of the berry burst, again, so that the card looks seamless. All right, and then when I fold it over, you can't see the white, and that is where I would write my note. And there we have it. How sweet is that? And it was super, super quick. And I think cutting the paper and figuring out my dimensions of the paper took more time than putting it together. So again, this is the Vertical Greeting stamp set. It is retiring at the end of the current catalog, which I believe is June 3rd. Excuse me. My understanding is that Stampin' Up! Will continue to produce their stamp sets because they are produced right in their on location in Utah. They will continue to produce them till mid-May. So this, you can order this up until mid-May. After that, it's while supplies last. And the other retiring products are the Stampin' Write markers in the 1719 colors, and the Lemon Lime Twist, which is also from the 1719 in colors, and then the ribbon, which is on my desk somewhere, but I think it's called woven ribbon, and it's in the berry burst. So I hope you enjoyed this card, and if you have any questions, certainly contact me through my blog, www.stampwithanna.blogspot.com. Come back and catch my video of the last card we made at our class, Fun Folds with Retiring Product. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.